Hello everyone, if you watched my day in the life vlog with baby, you'll know that I promised to do, yes it's Dexter on the computer, you'll know that I promised to do a day in the life work day because I have a nanny 2 days a week and on those days I just sort of cane my work. So that's what this is. Can you stop it? So we start off the day the same way with baby coming into bed to have her milk, and then sometimes I manage to grab a shower, which I wouldn't normally do on a baby day. This is the problem: when I'm given the time, I dick around. Don't even know what I'm doing, checking things on Twitter and just flick through Grazia. I've got so much to do, but it's like I'm given this free rein and I'm like, woohoo, I can do what I like, and I just go the opposite of crazy. I go into slow mode. Every week I take my makeup bag from the ensuite with all the things that I've been testing out. This is sort of my testing ritual. So for example, I've given this a really good try and love it, the Burberry new foundation. And then I ship this all down to my office and I sort of take everything out and then swap stuff for new bits and pieces. I mean, I've got my favourites, but this is how I get stuff properly tested. You know, on an everyday basis, wearing it out to town, wearing it all day long, seeing how it cleanses off, that sort of thing. So yeah, this is coming out with me. Can I get in my bag? Can I get in my bag? Let me in. Bye, Dex. This is where I begin my long journey, commute to the office. Ah! That's the door screaming because it's so messy in here. It's just beyond. Do you know what? It looks a lot worse than it is. It takes me about an hour to tidy this up every week. Now, I know that some people might be looking at that mess with horrified expressions. I only get to come in here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The rest of the week, I can't have the baby in here because it's just like ruins my zen. If that's the right phrase. In an emergency, yeah, I might bring her in if I've got to do something urgently. But the rest of the time, I've snatched pockets of time, as you've seen in the other day in my life video, just trying to work whenever I can in the house. And so what happens is that this becomes a sort of dumping ground from Thursday to Monday, with me dashing in and out, dropping off new stuff that's come in and rummaging around to find desperately things I need so I can get my work done really quickly. And so I never come in here and think, oh, I'll just have a little tidy, because I simply do not have the time. Last week I was in Paris for the Tuesday and Wednesday, so I didn't get any office time at all. And then yesterday I was launching the new channel for the Uphill, and that was just admin nightmare and things just going wrong all day, and so I didn't have a chance to do it then. So that's why the mess gets out of hand. It's not because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to do it. It is literally I do not have the time. And then it's all done again on a Tuesday if I'm here, and it's all nice and tidy. So at the end of the day, I'll show you what it looks like when it's tidy. Randomly, I'm doing my day slightly differently today. I've got loads of work to do on the computer. However, because I can't bear to have another video of me just with looking completely rough, I'm going to do my makeup before and after. I try and do one a week of a foundation before and after. I'm going to do that first. So I've got my camera set up, and then I always do my makeup shots and videos on my grey background, shit, because I just think it's, the thing is, I know it's sort of a boring background, but it means that you can see the skin properly, and I sort of think, what's the point in telling people, yeah, this foundation's great, when Is that going to stay? When you can't even see what it looks like on the skin. So I do this in daylight. It's just like that, look. And I do it close up. And I don't use any camera kind of trickery. It's just literally my skin. And yeah, this is where the magic happens, people. Sorry to shatter the illusion. But yeah, I wouldn't normally do this first. I'm doing it because I just need to feel good about myself in at least one vlog. So I've got my mirror. I've got my foundation. This is the... Okay, so I've got my mirror there. I've got my camera. And you can see in that little screen that it's just grey behind me, so it's just a nice flat background. I've got my remote control for the camera, my foundation brush, and my foundation, which is the Burberry Bright Glow foundation. And then I shall do my before and afters. So look, I have done my foundation, and then basically I've got my remote control, and that's how I take my still life pictures of myself. Still life? It's not still life, is it? Face pictures. And because I don't like to sort of do things like multitasking, I'm going to shoot mascara before and after at the same time, and then I'm going to feel nice and ready for my vlogging. Look, I'm not sort of, oh, hold on, she says, happy with myself without makeup on. It's just that I feel like every single vlog that I've done recently and all of my early pregnancy vlogs on the Uphill channel, I just look rough. And it's like, oh, come on. It's just nice sometimes to look nice, isn't it? So, bit of foundation on, and then a bit of mascara, and I'll be done. I'll be happy. I've just realised all of that was pointless because I don't have my thing over the roof light, which means that it looks okay on this camera, but on a really good camera, all the light comes in from the top, and you get really dark shadows, and it's just really, really unflattering light. I'm waiting for Mr. AMR to construct me some kind of thing that I can take up and down to let the light, because it's really nice the light coming in when you're trying to work, but it's just not good for shooting. But I might just get one of those Velux horizontal blinds for roof lights, because to be quite honest, if you wait for yourself or somebody in the house to do a job, it just never gets done, does it? You sort of just need to book someone in and get them to come, I always find. Anyway, on with the day, and as I said before, I find that I have to sort of prioritise and just get the things done that need to get done. Which in today's case is all the posts for Model Recommends until next Monday, and 2 posts for the Uphill. I've just uploaded loads of videos and done loads of videos, so I don't need to video, which is a saving grace today, because that takes ages and ages and ages. And also I've got to write a synopsis for something. That is my main job today, but I feel like I can't get my headspace clear enough to do it until I've done all of the other stuff. And then there'll be so much admin that comes in. So I sort of have to switch off my emails. I don't get any reception in here anyway, so I don't get mobile phone calls, but switch off the email so I can really concentrate on getting stuff done. I've got really distracted reading about Brangelina and the breakup. These are the tables that I was looking at the other day. Coffee tables were in here. I love the fact that things just pop up on your screen to remind you. It's like you can't get away once you start looking at stuff online, isn't it? That's 2 hours that's gone past, everybody. No, 3. 3 hours, and I literally haven't looked up, which is why my eyes start to look like this. I have had my glasses on. This isn't going to be that interesting, this video, is it? Because on a work day, all I do is sit here, head down, plough on through Hobnob snack bar, which is really healthy, but will see me through the afternoon. And I had an apple So, you know, that sort of balances things out. I've got 20 new WhatsApp messages, so that will distract me for a while. I've got so much to do, so much. I have to leave for book club in 3.5 hours, and it's borderline ridiculous how much I've got to do actually. So I'm going to crack on instead of talking to the camera, and I'll film things if appropriate. Really, I need to do another video that's like work, but when I'm away or when I'm going into town, because then I can do sort of shots of my feet walking along Oxford Street and, you know, cutaways of people and interesting things. This is literally just me. Haven't remotely done enough work. I've been sort of half-heartedly tidying, and although it doesn't look any better, that's all recycling. That bin's got to go out, and a lot of my stuff is back in those boxes. So I feel like I've done sort of well. I'll show you some of the things coming out of my makeup bag, and some of the things going in so that I can test them this week. The YSL bronzing stones I love, but I've written about them already. I've used them loads and loads, and so I'm swapping that for the Estee Edit bronzer, which is like a barely bronzer. It's really nice. So that goes on there. And then I've got highlighter, luminizer, undetectable luminizer. I'm really interested in this from Makeup Forever, with a brush, so that's going in. This very weird looking mascara from MAC. Guerlain concealer. I've got loads of Real Techniques sponges I want to try. Foundation from Bare Minerals, which is a powder foundation. Not normally really my cup of tea, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm not sure which shade I am, so I'll take both back with me. Then I've got a Soap and Glory Neutrals palette. I've got the YSL contouring palette, which I think comes with this brush here. So I'll pop that in. And then the Smashbox Camera Ready BB. So, you know, I might not get through all of this. I like to try stuff loads and really get used to it. But I like to have the option, and then it's all there. And I can just, you know, dig on in when I need to. This is the shelf of dreams. Well, not of dreams. Of nightmares for me. This is all sort of stuff that I've, oh, apart from that perfume at the front, I'm testing, have tested, trying to test, and it's all sort of categorised, a lot of it's skincare. Things like a feature I want to do on sensitive skin, feature on sort of peel pads and things like that, on really rich moisturisers. I don't know what this section is. And this is just a load of mess that I haven't got around to sorting yet today. And then this is my sort of neat shelf look. See that? That I was going to have in the background of my videos, but doesn't really show up, so it's a bit pointless. And then down there we've got some sultry autumn scents and some sort of multi-masking bespoke face masks. And it's all themed, so as I think of stuff, because there are so many products in the world, as I think of stuff, I sort of categorise it and stick it into little areas. I mean, it is chaotic, but it's sort of organised chaos. I've really done badly at my tidying today, but I've sort of had a lot of admin problems, so I've got distracted. So that's pretty much my work day. I've got a lot done, but I have to say that days with baby are a lot more. Do you know what? It's really difficult because I love having the time to do my work, but a whole day I'm like, oh, I really want to see the baby. And then if I have a whole day with the baby, I really want to just have a couple of hours to do some work. So I suppose the ideal sort of solution to that would be half days, or, you know, doing 2 hours here or 3 hours here, but unfortunately life doesn't work like that. So yeah, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my full-on work days, and I'm just so tired by the end of it that I'm always a bit like, oh my god, I've got brain fry. But you know, that's work, so what can I do? Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed that, and make sure you go and check out the Day with Baby vlog, which is what kicked this whole thing off, and make sure you subscribe. Check out my new channel, The Uphill, on YouTube. Subscribe to that if you can. That'd be wonderful. And I'll see you next time.